Every evening at exactly 6 o'clock, Mr. Daniel Harper sat by the small wooden window of his old house. The paint on the walls had faded, the floor creaked with every step, and silence lived there like an uninvited guest. Yet Daniel waited, as he had done for years, holding a cup of tea that always went cold before he finished it. Outside, children ran down the street laughing, their voices echoing memories he tried not to touch. The world moved forward, but inside that house, time stood still. Daniel was once a schoolteacher, kind, patient, and full of hope. He believed words could change lives. But life, he learned, had its own lessons. His wife, Margaret, had been the light of his world. She loved flowers, especially sunflowers, and filled the house with warmth that no winter could defeat. They never had much money, but they had laughter, long talks, and dreams whispered under shared blankets. Then came their son, Noah. From the moment Noah took his first breath, Daniel felt a kind of love that frightened him. It was too deep, too powerful. He promised himself he would always protect that boy, no matter what. But promises, like people, can break. Noah grew restless as he grew older. He wanted more than the small town, more than quiet evenings and simple lives. He dreamed of big cities, bright lights, and success that would erase his humble beginnings. Daniel understood ambition. What he didn't understand was distance. When Noah turned 18, an argument shattered their home. Words were spoken that could never be taken back. Noah accused Daniel of being afraid of life. Daniel accused Noah of forgetting where he came from. Margaret cried quietly in the kitchen, knowing love was being wounded. The next morning, Noah left. No goodbye. No hug. Only a slammed door and silence. Margaret tried to hold the family together, but her smile grew tired. Years later, illness took her gently but cruelly, leaving Daniel alone with regret and memories. After her funeral, Daniel found a box under the bed. Inside were letters Margaret had written but never sent, to Noah. Pages filled with love, forgiveness, and hope. That night, Daniel wrote his own letter. He wrote about pride, about mistakes, about missing his son every single day. He went to the post office the next morning. The clerk asked, "Address?" Daniel froze. He didn't know where Noah was. So he folded the letter and placed it by the window instead. Years passed. Daniel grew older, slower. His hair turned white, his hands trembled, but every evening at 6 o'clock, he sat by the window. Neighbors thought he was waiting for death. He was waiting for forgiveness. One rainy evening, there was a knock at the door. Daniel didn't move at first. Knocks had become rare, almost unreal. Then it came again, soft, uncertain. He opened the door. A man stood there, soaked from the rain, eyes tired, shoulders heavy with invisible weight. For a moment, Daniel didn't recognize him. Then the man whispered, "Dad." Time collapsed. Daniel's cup fell to the floor, shattering like the years between them. His heart raced, afraid this was a dream. "Noah?" he asked, voice breaking. Noah nodded, tears mixing with rain. "I looked for you for years. I was afraid you wouldn't want to see me." Daniel pulled his son into his arms, holding him as if the world might steal him again. "I never stopped waiting," Daniel said. They sat by the window that evening, the same one Daniel had watched for so long. Noah told his story, success that felt empty, nights filled with loneliness, and regret that followed him everywhere. "I kept hearing Mom's voice," Noah said, "telling me to go home." Daniel handed him the letter. "I wrote this a long time ago," he said. "I didn't know where to send it." Noah read every word, his hands shaking. "I'm sorry," he cried. "I wasted so much time." Daniel placed a hand on his son's shoulder. "Time spent finding your way home is never wasted." That night, the house felt alive again. Silence finally left. The next morning, Noah planted sunflowers in the yard, just like his mother used to. Daniel watched from the window, tears in his eyes, not of sadness but peace. For the first time in years, Daniel didn't sit by the window at 6 o'clock. He no longer needed to wait.